Alrighty, y'all. We are finally back. So, went on vacation. Ended up getting sick. Me and Victoria got sick at the exact same time last Tuesday when we got back from Florida. And today is the first day I have felt like a normal human being. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm still a little bit messed up. A bit stuffy, but hopefully I sound normal, or at least somewhat normal. Last Wednesday was not, it was just not going to happen. So I know I had previously told y'all like 3 weeks ago I was going to come back on like that would have been like the 20th, right? Or the 23rd. Yeah, I was going to come back on the 23rd for a live stream. So if anyone came back on the 23rd for a live stream at 6:30, I'm sorry I failed you, but I was not doing well. So here we are. Now on the 30th at 6:30, I know you guys wanted to do 6:30 time. I was doing 5 p.m. before. I said, like, let's do 6:30. Let's see how that goes. And a lot of people said, yeah, 6:30 works a lot better for them. So hopefully going forward now, I expect to get the live streams going again. I also have some videos coming out soon. I've kind of just been dead in the water with no videos coming out recently just because I've been sick and on vacation. But we are back. So this video today, we're going to be talking about Tradition Homes 70-foot lot floor plans. I went on to Community Impact and tried to look at the area of Celina and Prosper. There was really nothing that's even been released since 3 weeks ago. Maybe just this Celina officials look to make headway on a $197 million capital improvement project in 2025. It looks like this is talking about the improvements for the roads, the parks, facilities, emergency services, and then this could also result, you would think in property taxes, but I guess it says there will not be a change in the residents' property taxes due to this, which I guess is nice because I know that they were voting on something to kind of bring the taxes down. But that was the only thing recently that got released in here. So there is an article about that. I'll provide this in the chat here, and then we'll just get into let me go back to the Tradition Homes. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the Mosaic 70-foot lots. I have done one home tour over one of the 70-foot lots over at the Mosaic. I've also done a neighborhood tour, so you can go into my Celina playlist and look at that as well. Sorry if I sniff my nose a couple times. I might have a coughing fit. I might also sneeze here and there. Just know I'm like 98% there, guys. I'm so close. I'm so close to being completely 100% not sick again. I did go out and make a video this morning. I didn't sound as bad as I do right now, so hopefully on the video it didn't sound as bad when I was editing it this morning after I got done recording it. But let's just jump into this because I really wanted to get a live stream out to you guys because I know a lot of people enjoy this too. First thing we'll look at is where this is located. So the Mosaic, if you're not familiar with the Mosaic, it's also the same developer as Windsong Ranch. So you have Windsong Ranch down here in Prosper. You have the Mosaic that is in Celina. However, it is zoned for Prosper ISD. It is going to have an on-site elementary. They also are going to have different size lots in here. You're going to have 40-foot lots, 60-foot lots, 50-foot lots, 70-foot lots, and you're also going to have townhomes in this neighborhood as well. So that's a little bit different than maybe some of the other communities around this area that just have single-family homes. You will also have townhomes over at Windsong Ranch, but there also is over here at the Mosaic. I kind of was expecting there to be townhomes when they first announced the Mosaic, just because there was townhomes over in Windsong Ranch too. So they're also bringing in townhomes, which, if you're looking at townhomes, this would not be a bad, the other townhome communities around this area is going to be like, it's escaping me now, Celina Hills with CB Jenny. But that community is going to be nothing like this one here. This one's going to be far superior. So I think if you are looking at townhomes, I think it's also important to look at what the community looks like, and also what if it's going to have an on-site school, things like that, that would bring value to that townhome, because really you find a lot of townhomes in these areas, where they are just put in a neighborhood with some 40-foot lots or maybe 50-foot lots. Maybe there's a park, not really an amenity center. Maybe there's a pond where you can walk around, but nothing that's really going to help the value of that house long term with the things that are going to be within the community itself. All right, let's now jump into, actually I want to show you more of the map. So I also like this community too because it's pretty close to where the Dallas North Tollway is getting built through, but it's not like right on top of it. I think these houses in here at the Creeks of Legacy, I also think potentially Star Trail and some of these homes, you're going to notice a little bit more noise. So being more on the west side of these neighborhoods is a little bit better. So that's why I like where this Mosaic community is located. It's a little bit more on the west side, further away from that Dallas Parkway. There's still probably going to be times where you will notice the noise. This is probably going to be something that happens maybe in 2 to 3 years, but that is something to kind of keep in mind. Same thing with Light Farms. It's going to be kind of the same story throughout the whole North Texas area, that anything that lines up with the Dallas North Tollway. I would say you probably have to be like 4 to 5 miles away from the Dallas North Tollway. But then again, these Mustangs around here, I tell you what, you can hear a Mustang coming from like 40 miles away, and there's just no way around that. I haven't figured out the whole Mustang thing and how to not hear that. So if anyone has any advice on not hearing Mustangs from 40 miles away, that would be greatly appreciated. In the motorcycle bikes. So that's kind of one of the things is I know I live fairly close to the Dallas North Tollway. My family, my whole life, I've lived about 4 miles away off the Dallas North Tollway, and there will be small pocketed moments. I feel like I'll hear a bike out in the distance or something like that. So just know that these neighborhoods right now, you're not going to have a lot of noise with them, right? But at some point, probably within the next 4 to 5 years, when this becomes more of a commuting road, you are going to have noise pollution in these areas. Okay. Now, let's get into some floor plans. Love this. I'm so glad to be back on a live stream. Also, if you guys have any questions, I am looking at the chat. So if you have questions about other builders, or floor plans or something like that, I might talk about it here and there and address your questions. But I am just going to try to stick more towards just talking about the floor plans that Tradition Homes is offering right now at the Mosaic. So we'll start from the cheapest plan and then we'll work our way up. But you can see the most expensive plan is that model home starting at $1,117,000. So probably once you price in your lot premium, your upgrades, you could be another $100,000, $150,000 above this price, maybe $1.2, $1.3 million, maybe even more. So yeah, you can see here 1.2, and that is 605. So yeah, I was kind of spot on with that, 1.2 to 1.3. This home is the one I did a home tour of on this 5032. But I don't really like the 5032 plan, but we'll get into details about all that stuff. All right, first plan here is the 5012 plan. Let's look at this one. We're going to look at the floor plan itself. So you have 2 bedrooms at the front. I actually wish one of these bedrooms was a study at the front rather than it being the 2 bedrooms. I think I'd rather have the study be a bedroom, and then bedroom 3 is where I'd rather have this study up along that side. Just because you're facing out towards the front yard, I really hate when the studies are like on the side of the house and you're in your study, you're working, and your window is just facing out towards a brick wall. I think that's kind of stupid. I'd rather have the study be at the front of the house. Media flex room is in a decent location, I think, not too far away from the kitchen. It is pretty close to the great room, so it's going to be easy access to all those kinds of things. You're not going to have a ton of natural light going in through the great room, so this hearth room, depending on how much natural light you want coming into it, maybe you do the fireplace there, maybe you don't do it there. They might actually offer a let's see, do they have a fireplace upgrade? Selection in this option will do the following: extended outdoor fireplace. It looks like it's not giving me that option. Sometimes they do an outdoor fireplace, but it's not giving me that option right now. It is giving me the option to do an extended cover patio. Maybe you do that. I don't really see the need of the extended covered patio. These covered patios are already pretty good to begin with. But yeah, the hearth room, if you do the or if you have the fireplace there, you're going to have less windows. That's going to be less natural light into that area. And since you have this covered patio on this great room, you know, just keep that in mind with this 1-story home. Decent garage space. You're going to have a 3-car tandem garage too. The one funky thing I found with this floor plan, I don't really like this center circle area with the 13-foot high ceilings. I mean, that's great, 13 feet high, that's awesome, but I'd rather have 13 feet within like the great room and the casual dining and the kitchen. I don't know why they're really giving me 13 feet here in just this circle shape. And there's also a weird echo in this area. I don't know if maybe I walked into a house when there was no furniture in it, but there was like a weird echo with the acoustics. Not that that's a huge problem, I just noticed that. Bedroom, 17 by 14, 12-foot ceilings, pretty standard. I would say 11 to 12, 12 foot to 15 foot is a little bit better. You see some of these plans with 11-foot ceilings, but try to get to 12 foot. It is going to be more of a vaulted ceiling within it. Not really, but it's not going to be quite that flat tray ceiling that you see with some other floor plans. Kind of more like Toll Brothers, you find a lot of those tray ceilings that are like 11 foot. Sometimes they're 12 foot too. What else with this plan? Casual dining, hearth room, that's fine. Kitchen, decent countertop space up along that wall. This is going to be the most simple plan just because it's one floor. Laundry is connected in close with the owner's bedroom. You've got split vanities. I like how this bedroom set up. I like how this closet space is. The closet spaces on all the tradition homes are going to be kind of the best, I think, when I walk into these. Just standard. They have a lot more space than a lot of other builders, especially at the price range. We are on the higher end price range in here, but also within this neighborhood, you're gonna have Highland Homes and American Legend, and they're all gonna be kind of more expensive than some other builders like David Weekley or DAPA.DANIEL. What else can we talk about this floor plan? What do I not like? I think I just don't like where the study is. Everything else, you get your own bathroom, powder bathroom out here in the hallway, not too far away from the media room. All that makes sense. I think that's fine. All right, this is and that one's starting at $912. So really, like that's gonna be pushing upwards of $1 million. Maybe you can get it under $1 million. Maybe if you choose a lot premium with 0. Don't do a whole bunch of upgrades. Keep it pretty simple on the inside. But I find that most of my families that are buying tradition homes, they're really going all out with the upgrades. I'm not really getting any people buying tradition homes that aren't spending like $90,000, $80,000, $60,000 at the design center. And that's not like structure upgrades and other elevation cost, lot premium. I mean, that's just like the design of like hardwood floors, tile, and painting certain rooms and some other things, right? Okay, this is the 5032 plan, which they're not going to give me a floor. What? You're not? What? Wait. Okay. Well, they gave me a 3D floor plan. Why they're not giving me a normal floor plan? Okay. Actually, this kind of helps you guys out a little bit more. This is actually the floor. Is this the one that I toured? I feel like this looks like the one I toured. Is this the one I toured? This might be no, it's a different one because that's carpet on the staircase. All right. So I really like the ceiling heights in here. This foyer area entry is a little funky to me because it's horizontal rather than more vertical like a hallway. When you walk into these houses, when you walk into that front door, it's kind of more vertical rather than spread horizontal. When you walk into this entry, which honestly it's not a huge deal, but it is a little bit different because you just feel like right when you open your door, you're immediately into the living room. There's really no... Besides the ceiling heights being lower here, there's really no defining space between the entry and into the living room. So it kind of just feels like right when you open the door, you're into the living room. Maybe some people will like that. Maybe some people won't. I really do like the higher ceilings, those cathedral ceilings in here. I don't like the fireplace where it's located. I don't know. Maybe it's my OCD. Hold on, let me face this way. Maybe it's my OCD. I just don't like that this doesn't have good symmetry. I just wish there's just a piece of me that just wishes the fireplace was just over like maybe 3 or 4 feet over to the right. It's just, it kind of just looks so random and they just put it there. I wish it kind of matched up. If anything, I wish it was like in between the 2 beams. That would make more sense to me. You know, you have this butler's pantry area that you could turn into floating cabinets over on this side. A lot of cabinetry space within these kitchens, which is going to be great. Let's hop over to the... Okay, and there's the ceiling heights again, 12-foot ceilings. This one is going to have split, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to have split closets, but this closet space, and one of them is going to suck. I mean, I still like it because of the amount of off-season racks in it, and you get this really big built-in shelf, but you probably know who's going in that closet. This closet over here is going to be definitely the person with more clothes and just crap. But a lot of built-ins. I mean, even taking out this closet, I still feel like this one closet, because you'll find a Perry home on like a 60 or 70 foot lot that'll have split closets like this, but it still won't have enough space. I feel like even if you took out this closet, this second closet here, just having this one closet would still almost be enough storage space, I feel like, for people, and still better than some of the other floor plans that I walk through. So it is kind of nice that it comes with like a little bit more of an extra thing to it. Connects in with the utility closet, and then you have the study out here. Once again, I don't really like the studies that face straight out to a brick wall. However, with this floor plan, it is kind of nice because you still get to see out to your front entryway. Now, you don't get to see out towards your front yard and what's going on. You see the entryway, so you're still looking at a bunch of brick wall, but I guess it's a little bit better because you can see it somewhat out to the front. And then you have this other separate bedroom. So there's going to be 2 bedrooms down. Now, here's an idea. If you are planning on having like, you know, multi-generational home, maybe you've got your parents, the grandparents, they're living in the house, or you plan on them living in the house for a period of time, and they do drive their own car. You know, there could be a situation where you do add a door here into this garage space. That could be a structure upgrade. Now, it's probably going to cost like, I'm going to guess like $3,000 just to put a door there. That's what I'm going to guess. And you might be like, whoa, $3,000, really? Just to put a door there? Daniel, I'll do it myself. Well, just do it yourself. Because they're going to charge you on the engineering fee, the architecture fee, the upgrade fee. They're going to charge you on the door. They're going to charge you on all that stuff. So the builder I feel like sometimes the builder just really doesn't want to do it and work with you on things. But yeah, I'm going to guess that that's probably going to be about $3,000 to just blow out a piece of that wall and put a door. But it would be very nice because then whoever's, you know, living in this, if it is, you know, parents or grandparents, right? They just park in that 1-car garage and then they walk straight into their room, and then there you go. All right, let's go upstairs. Carpet on the stairs. That's okay. Save some money there. Okay. That's not what I wasn't. Okay. That's a little backwards. I was expecting there to be more carpet upstairs, but they just did carpet on the stairs. And you know what? I can understand, and I'm fine with this. And here's my thought with this, all right? You might be like, Daniel, why carpet on the stairs? Like hardwood floor. But the thing with this staircase is that you don't really see it. And I feel like more people want hardwood floor if, like, when you walk into the house, you step into the entryway, you're walking in, you see the curved staircase, it's got that nice hardwood floor. Where this staircase is located at, it's kind of away from everything. It's a little bit more hidden. Like, yes, you can see it from when you walk into the entryway, but and what I mean by that is like, look, if I'm out here, even out in the living room and all this kind of stuff, you don't really see the staircase. And even from this entryway, you just see a small portion of the staircase, really just half the steps. So, if you're looking at this floor plan, I don't really think it's too bad of an idea just to save some money on carpet here. I think it would make more sense to put hardwood floor if it's, more of not a centerpiece of the house, but you're going to have people that see more of it. I think it being more closed off like this, it kind of does make more sense to, potentially save money there and then just do hardwood flooring on the rest of the upstairs. You get this little look over, which is great, more natural light going into this area. Get this 2 windows that look out there. Media room over on this back side, and then you have a game room over here too. Now you could turn this spot into another study area, could keep that as the game room, and then the rest of the bedrooms are going to be over here. I think really the main thing I don't like with this floor plan is like how closed off kind of the entryway front is and how hidden back it is. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but some people might actually like that a little bit more than maybe some of the other floor plans where the door is a little bit more at the front of the house. But the 5032 plan is definitely not my top pick. All right, anyone else? We got 7 people watching right now, which is great. So thanks for everyone joining today. I was hoping people would join me back. I know I've been gone for a couple weeks. Anyone have any questions about anything? Because we're just going to keep chugging along. It's also getting pretty dark. I think I'm going to have to, now that I'm going to start doing these at 6:30 and we're getting into winter, I think I'm going to need some sort of light. It's getting pretty dark over here. Okay, let's jump into the 5042 plan. 5042 plan. Let's go scroll down. All these garage sizes are going to be great. Like you're going to get a 4-car or I guess a 3-car with a tandem on it. Maybe you could fit a 4-car depending on the size of it, but it's really going to be a 3-car or how they have it labeled. Study at the front of the house. That's awesome. Curved staircase. Formal dining. I don't really care about, but you could turn that into a media room. That's what I would do there. I think it's kind of a waste to have just a dining room. I think the media room being right next to the kitchen, that's great. Owner's bedroom, 18 by 14, getting a little bit more space. 11-foot ceilings, that's a bit crap, especially paying over $1 million for a house. I think you need higher ceilings in that owner's bedroom, but there's probably something above this owner's bedroom that's maybe limiting that height. 10-foot ceilings, 10-foot ceilings in the kitchen, that's kind of crap too. I would like at least the tradition homes to get 12-foot all the way around their floor plans, but I understand if the second story has some things that is not going to allow for that engineering or architect structure wise. Closet connects with the laundry room. I also like how the utility closet or the mud bench is kind of away from the kitchen. I kind of like where this, I like where this garage is set up better than it being personally, I like it better when you walk into the garage and it's just like into the mudroom and then you're into a part of the house. I don't really like when you're having the mudroom straight into the kitchen and all those areas, because the mudrooms do become dirty. They're a little bit more disorganized, and then you have all that stuff kind of right by your kitchen space, which, you're typically trying to keep your kitchen area as clean as possible because that's the area where most guests are going to be around, or you're going to be kind of living around with the whole family. But I like this setup better where the garage is on the opposite side of where the kitchen is, so you're not entering straight in through the kitchen. You can actually just go through the laundry room, into the closet, into the owner's bedroom, and then on the opposite side is where the rest of the bedroom and media room are located. All right, let's go to the second floor. Second floor, you've got game room. Okay, so there's nothing. Let's see, let's do this upgrade. Okay. So you do a media room 2, which I think is a waste of money. I'd do a bedroom 5. Powder room, flex room. Okay, so there's nothing over this owner's suite. So once again, I don't know why on the first floor we can't get like at least 12-foot high ceilings within this one. I feel like 11-foot high ceilings for like a $1.1 million house. Come on, y'all. I know we're just talking about a foot, but, you know, size matters, right? Okay, anyways, let's move on. All right, 5061 plan. I don't like this elevation. Hold on, let's look at these elevations, because that elevation looks bad. That looks bad. That's giving Meritage. Did I say that out loud? Oops. Okay. Hold on, let's go. Hold on. I want to look at the other elevations. Did I get... Okay, here we go. These are all bad. No, I don't like any of these. I'm trying to pick which one I like, guys. I don't think I like any of them. Nope, I don't like any of them. Final answer. All right, let's just get away from the elevations. All right, let's look at this floor plan. So, media flex room in the middle of the house. Okay, that's not bad. Study, I don't like where the study is. I'd rather that been a bedroom. But whatever, casual dining, kitchen. Okay, the kitchen sucks in this one. Looks like you get like really no countertop space. Laundry room looks huge. It looks like all the priority was put on the laundry room with this floor plan and the closet space. I don't like this kitchen. Hold on, let's go into the floor 3D tour here. All right, here we go. We're zooming in. We're on the 3D tour. Ooh, I also don't like how you walk into the house and you're immediately met with a staircase like that. I don't like that either. Okay, so this front one is the bedroom. And then you have the powder room right there. You have the powder room more at the front of the house. I don't think that makes much sense. Powder room would make way more sense over towards the kitchen. Study, I don't like where the study is. Let's see, this kitchen. Oh, this sucks. Compared to the other countertop space within all the other ones, yeah, this one's the worst one. I mean, they gave you this little area here, which is fine, but really the prep area, I feel like the other ones have a little bit more countertop space. Okay. So they have the dining. Okay, I feel like the fireplace, how they have this set up, the fireplace is in the kitchen. That's how I feel like this is set up. Now this is your dining area. And then this is your living room area. I don't think I've ever walked through this floor plan. Sam says, hi. Hey, hi, DAPA. Good evening. Hey, what's going on, man? By the way, Tradition Home 60 foot at Brook Hollow has unrealistic premiums on all lots just because of north and east facing, no green backing, etc. What do you think? All right, what's unrealistic? Do you have numbers? Let me hear some numbers. Throw some numbers out. We'll see how unrealistic. Sorry if I'm getting darker here, guys. The sun's going down and I'll get a light next time. Now that we're starting these at 6:30, sun's gonna be going away. I'll get some more lighting in here. You can't, it's going to be hard to see my beautiful face, but. What were the numbers? What's unrealistic? 80K? If they're throwing out 80K, chill, fam. Chill, fam. If they're throwing out 80K numbers, chill. What's unrealistic? You can't just tell me unrealistic without giving me some numbers. My person. I was going to say my guy, but I still don't. I don't know if you are a guy or if you are a girl. 10K to 95K. Ooh, yeah. So like I said, 80K. What? 80K. Oh, each and every lot has a premium. Yeah, well, welcome to Prosper, Texas. Yeah, 10K. I would say like the most I find reasonable with a lot premium for a north-facing lot is going to be like at max 35K. I think if you're paying over 35K for a lot premium, you really got to think about lot. I mean, let's just say the house is $1 million and you're telling me 95K is your lot premium. 10% of the value in your house is just off the lot premium, and really it's only facing north and it's not backed up to anything. It might not even be next to the amenity center. It might not, like, that's heavy. That's heavy. I would say like at most, reasonably, I find buyers paying for a north-facing lot like at most. Okay, on a 60-foot lot. We're not even talking about 70 or 80-foot lots here, right? We're talking about 60-foot lots. So at most, like 35K. Now, I have worked with buyers and I do help negotiate off those lot premium prices. That's typically where I start my negotiations, is off the lot premium, because if you go into the builder and you're like, hey, can you come off $20,000 off the base price? They're going to be like, no, bro. So you got to figure out that lot premium and then, you know, negotiate that side of things. Yes, Sam, you are, yep. Yep, 35,000. Yep, that's about, you know. I personally feel like, you know, $35,000 for $800 million house on a 60-foot lot, like that's as much as I would be willing to pay, or as like I've seen buyers and what they've done. But really, what I would do, but people don't want it. People don't really want south-facing lots as much as they want north-facing lots, whether it be for religious purposes or just wanting more natural light coming into the dining room and maybe the bedroom or primary bedroom and the family room, or whatever the case is, right? You kind of see both scenarios with people kind of wanting the north or east facing lots. 35K, that's about the bar that I would kind of be at, and at that point, like, I'd still try to negotiate off that. But yeah, 95K, I don't know about that. That is a lot. That is a whole bunch. Like I said, 10% of the value of your house is just in the lot premium, and that's kind of wild to me. I'd rather that be, you know, more like 3 to 4 or 5% of the value of the house is what you've paid in the lot premium, because, you know, the value of your house could go way further. Like, let's say you have that 95K to spend. And typically that's people's budget on like upgrades and design. So you're just blowing that already on the lot premium. Like, good for you if you're doing that. I'd love to know what you do for a living. Cause that's wild to me. Cause like 95K to me, that would make more sense if it was like a 1 acre lot at 95K, unless you're a grand home. If you're looking at a grand home, a grand home's going to charge you like 200 to 300K for a 1 acre lot. I once again can't quite fathom spending that much money on a lot premium, especially when all these lots are packed in next to each other. But let's say you had that 95K to spend, you spend that 30, 25, whatever, you still have 60K. That 60K in design upgrades or whatever the case is in the house is going to go way further in resale than whatever the lot premium is, unless the cheaper lot premiums or the no lot premiums are facing a cemetery, or they're up against a train track, or they're up against a landfill, or like whatever the case is, right? So I think there's other situations where it could be different and just dependent. But yeah, 95K, you're not wrong there. All right, I wish this bathroom had some knee space here. Maybe you do that, maybe you don't. Like, I feel like there's enough storage space with like the drawers that they provide and also the cabinetry underneath the sink. I think this could be a knee space, and then you could make this countertop a drop down. That way you have some separation between you and your spouse. KN says, hey DAPA, after the $1 million traditions, could you cover some budget friendly options? What do you mean by that? Do you mean like other builders in other areas? Because right now, I'm telling you guys right now, I think the most budget-friendly thing to buy in phase 1 is Parks at Wilson Creek, David Weekley Homes. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say. Long term, the location, the neighborhood, the area, the quality of the build. The quality of the build isn't going to be at the level of the tradition home. But then again, the tradition home, you know, and a David Weekley can't really, I mean, those are going to be like two different things. So just kind of keep that in mind as well. But I've had no problem with the David Weekley stuff I've worked with. All right, I'm in the 600K to 700K range looking at Mosaic 40, 50 foot lots, 55, 60 foot at Cross Creek Meadows. Okay, Cambridge Crossing and 50 foot at the Parks at Wilson Creek with a new baby and work from home, which offers the best value and lifestyle. All right, Resh says, hi Daniel, your videos are very informative. Appreciate that, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Anyways, can you review Perry Homes 3095W versus 3395W floor plans? All right, let me write that down. We'll get to that here in a second, so just stay a little bit longer with me. We got to get back to the tradition homes because I know in the future people are going to be clicking on this later on and they'll want to get more information about all these tradition homes. So, KN, I'll also answer your questions. If I can answer them very quickly here. I'm in 600K, 700K, Cambridge Crossing 50 foot at Parks at Wilson Creek. Dude, Parks at Wilson Creek, phase 1, if you can get into phase 1, I think you're set up the best. Your PID is also going to be cheaper than over at the Mosaic. Your taxes are now going to start being pretty competitive with what Prosper is doing because Celina is also bringing those down too, so that's going to be kind of nice for you as well. They're going to get pretty close to each other. I also like where the location of that neighborhood is. You're going to be over in the Mosaic, and you're going to find yourself driving over to Preston Road to go to Costco, H-E-B, the Lowe's over there, all those types of things. You're also going to find that more people are going to be buying more in that Weston, in between the Dallas North Tollway and 75 Highway along the Collin County Outer Loop, because I'm calling it right now. The Collin County Outer Loop is going to be a commuting area for people that are wanting to buy within Celina but commute up to, let's say, Van Alstyne, Sherman, Texas, all those places up there. So I think the center, like I really think the most value that you're going to find from properties are going to be on the east side of Dallas North Tollway, west side of 75 Highway, and north of 380. Yes, are some people going to like Cambridge Crossing because it's going to be in a more favorable spot to get off to the Dallas North Tollway and get down to Dallas? Sure, but most people aren't going down to Dallas that are buying up into Celina. They're buying in Frisco, and they're willing to work with an extra 6 to 10 minutes on their commute if they're over at the Parks at Wilson Creek. The Parks at Wilson Creek is also going to have a 100-acre Celina Park with it. So yes, is the community itself with Cambridge Crossing and the Parks at Wilson Creek going to be pretty competitive with each other? And also the Mosaic, yes, you're going to have on-site schools, you're going to have the middle schools right by each other. Whatever the case is, right? Pretty competitive in terms of that. Now, once you start getting into the nitty-gritty of Prosper ISD versus Celina ISD, you have differences there on what you want for your kid. But when it comes to the amenities themselves, the walking trails, I mean, you have the same developer of Cambridge Crossing and also the Parks at Wilson Creek. So that's going to be pretty close in terms of that. But I think also the Parks at Wilson Creek is going to be competitive pricing with Cambridge Crossing in those, but it's at the phase 1. I don't quite like where Cambridge Crossing is because you're already pricing in the on-site school there. You've already had a couple phases go through. The amenity center is already built out, rather than the Parks at Wilson Creek where the Costco still isn't in those areas. The amenity center, one of the amenity centers I believe is just now about to open up or just opened up as well. And then you're also going to get that 100-acre park on the north side of it that it's going to have an amphitheater and all kinds of stuff. So I'd really look at the Parks at Wilson Creek. And more specifically, I'd look at David Weekley. Now, you could do Highland Homes, but if you are within a budget, if you're trying to stay more budget friendly, I think that David Weekley is going to work a lot better. KN, are you working with an agent? Because if not, I mean, I'd like to help you out. If you're already working with an agent, no worries. No hard feelings here. Simi says, I'm looking for 50-foot lot of Mosaic. What is the price range? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not looking. I don't know. I mean, I, I don't know. It's a lot. It's probably like 900K. I'm not looking at those houses right now, so I wouldn't quite know right off the top of my head. I'm doing too many deals in too many areas with too many different priced homes to just, if you're just coming in with a question saying like, what is price range 50-foot lot Mosaic, you're better off just going into Google right now and just typing. I have no idea right now. Anyways, let's get back to the tradition homes. KN, hopefully that answered some of the things. Resh, I'll get to you in a second. I'll get to you at the very end with these floor plans. I don't want to hop over to Perry Homes right now just because I'm trying to get through the floor plans with this. Shower, decent size. 40-foot lots at Mosaic, overpriced. I mean, I still have people closing on them right now, so people are buying them. So what is overpriced? Like, if people are buying the houses and the appraisals are coming in higher than what the sales price is on my contracts, is it overpriced? I mean, is it overpriced if the appraisals are coming in higher than what the house is selling for on the contract? I mean, in my opinion, that would be a no. But then if you go look at other 40-foot lots in other neighborhoods, like the parks at Wilson Creek, you're going to find that it is overpriced. So they are sitting on inventory, and I really think it's only going to get better for buyers here with the prices coming down. That's what I personally think. And I've been saying this. All right, I don't know how long you guys have been watching my videos for. Maybe you've just joined the channel. Maybe you just joined the live stream. I've been talking about this months ago that these interest rates are higher for longer. And look, we're back up over 7. I mean, we're in that 7% territory again. And I only expect there to be more inventory going into that, into the winter and things like that. I really don't think... I think the election, once we get through the election, that's going to play some things with stuff with lenders and just the economy and them. But you also have to think when it comes to a new president getting into office, it's going to take 1 to 2 or maybe 1 to 2 quarters for them to really kind of label and get down what their policies are going to be. And then you're going to start seeing the markets react. I think right now we're seeing a lot of things melt up. You can find this in the stock market. You can find this with a lot of things. And I think we're going to find ourselves retracing down once we get through the election. I feel like a lot of things are just trying to get sucked out as much as possible and just milk as much money as possible in the stock market and those types of things. I think once we get out of the election, we could start seeing things taper off. And the other part of it, too, is that I think the Fed's seeing the economy is still strong, whatever that means, even though people don't feel that way. They're still looking at numbers that think the economy's strong, and that's going to result in higher interest rates. If there was worse news coming out, we'd start seeing those nicer interest rates for people, but there's not really bad news coming out like the market was pricing in back in July and August to things. Now you're finding that the economy is actually kind of strong, so we're getting better interest rates, because if the economy's strong, then you're going to have better interest rates, because that's what makes the most sense for the Fed. Maybe they cut here and there. I think maybe they're regretting cutting 50 basis points. I think they would have rather cut 25 basis points and then cut again, because I think they're going to start sending the wrong message if they come out here within the next month saying that they're actually going to take a pause. I think that could actually lead to potentially more problems, maybe, or when it comes to sentiment of buyers and sellers. Did that answer anything? Did that answer your question, Dan? I don't know if that did. All right. What else we got here? Let me just go to a different floor plan. We'll get off that one. I don't really like that 5061 floor plan. All right, here we go. 5071 floor plan. This is going to be the most popular floor plan I find that families want. I think this is one of the greatest floor plans. I think the cabinetry, the kitchen space, the size of the great room, the covered patio that comes standard. The one thing I don't like with this floor plan, but I can get over it, okay, is going to be the vanity space over in the bathroom. That's the one thing I wish it was more separate. I wish it was more split. It's not. I like how the study's at the front. I like how that bedroom 2 is at the front. Media room's relatively close to where the kitchen is as well. I also am working with a family that did kind of a cool thing here, and I think every buyer looks at a house differently when they're walking in. But when they walked into this house, they really loved the curved staircase. They liked what was going on here, but they didn't like the size of just the wasted space of this wall on this entryway. They just felt it was too big. So what they ended up doing is, you see where this doorway is? They actually moved it more down into this area here, across from where it says 20-foot ceiling, into that area, which kind of separated that wall space, which actually made it look a little bit more nice. So I actually liked what they did there, but that's just kind of an idea. Second floor, you got bedroom 4, you got game room. You probably could upgrade some things. You could do a dry bar. You could do another media room upstairs. I wouldn't do that. You could add an ensuite. I don't really know if I'd do that. I'd keep that out just for the game room. That way, if you're entertaining guests, they have like a powder room to use upstairs. It's a full bathroom, but you know what I mean. Box window. I don't really see the point of the box window, to be honest, because it's not really adding any more square footage. It's just creating another space in your bedroom to collect dust. Maybe you put some pillow stuff on it and furniture, whatever on it. Maybe that doesn't collect as much dust because you have some pillows on it, a place to sit. But to me, I'd really rather not pay for that upgrade of the structure. I'd rather put that money into something else. If it was adding actual more square footage to the room, great. I can see the value of that. When you're just putting a box out window with a seat ledge, it's not really doing it for me. You have the hearth room as well. I don't really care for the hearth room because you already get a fireplace in the great room. Maybe you don't want to do a fireplace in the great room, right? Makes your great room bigger, but then your casual dining will be a little bit smaller. I see it both ways. It's kind of a hit or miss. It's literally 50-50 with working with families. Them doing no fireplace in the great room, but them doing a fireplace in the casual dining hearth room, or them doing it the opposite way. I find it 50-50. Second floor, we did that. Can we do a 3D tour here? Can we do a 3D tour? Yes, we can. All right, let's get into this. So this one set up, you have no fireplace there, which I don't mind because you have the fireplace over there. This looks super cozy to me. Like this during the winter with the stockings like that's gonna look great. If you're Jewish or you celebrate a different holiday during Christmas, well then I don't know what to tell you. But for me, like I'm just imagining like this looking really good during the Christmas time. All right. What else? What else we got? Hello AP, Ninpida VP. Love that username. That one's a lot. All right, how much? How much what? How much what? I need a little bit more. I'm gonna need a little bit more. Hello AP, Ninpida VP. How much what? How much swag? Well, if you're working with me, all the swag. Kitchen, you could do like a level 4 kitchen where I think they're gonna, maybe the level, no, I think it's a level 3 kitchen. You get the double stacked, you get a little bit more stuff. Okay, the other one thing I get caught up in this. All right, this is the one thing I get caught up. I do really like how you get the 12-foot ceilings in this floor plan. Like, that's awesome. That's really great. The one thing I don't like is how these cabinets don't go all the way to the ceiling, and it's just creating a lot of room here for dust collection, more cleaning, more maintenance. And honestly, maybe you never clean the top of these cabinets because, out of sight, out of mind, right? If I'm not seeing it, I don't care. But another part of me wants them to stack these cabinets all the way up, but then again, at that point, it might be too much cabinets. It might look too much. So that's kind of the one thing. I've never seen someone do it all the way up to the top. I don't even think they're, I mean, I think they would offer it. No one's done it, but that's the one thing. It's like, I really love the 12-foot high ceilings in here. It's awesome. It's like going to be one of the best kitchens you walk into. I also like how there's a bit of a walkway into this primary bedroom that has the primary bedroom put a little bit further back. They also have the box out there. And then you have the bathroom space. Shower is going to suck compared to other ones. You're going to have bigger showers in the other floor plans. Now, you maybe be able to do like a super shower in here, maybe put the tub inside of that shower space, make everything look a little bit bigger, but probably not going to do that. And then back to this vanity space. Vanity space sucks, but I like the rest of this floor plan. The closet space in here is great. Goes right into the utility closet. Great. Powder bathroom a little bit further away from like the dining area, which not a huge deal, but really it's the entryway on this one that really does it for me. I think this is going to be one of the prettiest entryways you're going to find with a lot of floor plans. All right, 5081. Let's jump into this. All right, we got 12 people watching now. That's great. 3 likes already on this video. I mean, we're crushing it. We're just crushing it. Okay, 5081 floor plan. I don't really like those elevations. I'm looking at the primary bathroom. I don't really like when they put the tub in between the 2 vanities. Because like when you lay down on your tub, you're just going to bang your head into the vanity, right? And it would make more sense to put the vanity. Hold on, let's go into this 3D. We're getting 3D with it. Hold on. Let's just oh, they don't have a 3D. What tells me if they don't have a 3D model of the home, it's not popular. That's what my saying is. Got a squared off staircase, study at the front, media flex room. Maybe this might be like a newish floor plan. Maybe not. Bedroom open down to below, that's fine. Bedroom 4. Bathroom out. What else do you get on the second floor? You could do a powder room. You could do a media room with another bedroom. Is there not a media room downstairs? Oh, you do have the media room in the middle. I really like where they're putting the media rooms in these houses. Outdoor owner's bedroom, 17 by 15, so it's gonna be about the same space as the 18 by 14, right? I mean, that's got to be around the same space. Laundry room into closet. You got split closets here. I'd really rather have them just combine these closets. I mean, split closets are fine. I do think people really like that, but I mean, I think just putting the closets together might have actually made more room. All right, this one has really nothing special to it. I will say, I do like how they actually put the fireplace back a little bit more. So if you noticed on this last one, let's go back to the floor plan. This 5071 floor plan, go to the first floor. You see how this fireplace is more out, right? Eating more into the square footage of your great room. I like what they did here is they actually kind of set it back a bit so it doesn't go as much into your great room. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, what else we got here? Covered patio, really big. It's gonna be kind of like the same story with the other ones. All right, this is the 6011 floor plan now. It's gonna be 1 story. Oh wow, this is like an oversized 5071, I think that was. I like how the vanities are split. You get 2 closets. Laundry room's connected. I don't like where the study is. Why not put the study at the front? But I guess that's fine. If it's a 1 bedroom, maybe it's okay to put the study there because then maybe these bedrooms get better space rather than over there up against that side. Maybe it just works better. Kayan says, yeah, I currently have a realtor, but I'll let you know. Sorry about that. Oh, no worries. No worries. It's all good. We're all good. Okay, what else? Hearth room looks like it goes a little bit more width than the length of it. The media room does get cut off there, which is a bit funky to me. I don't know why, but I kind of like my media rooms perfect squares. I don't know. It's just me. You know, for the feng shui. You know what I'm saying. Okay, nothing really special about this one. Once again, you have the center thing there. You know, I mean, why make it a center thing? Why not just make it just a hallway that cuts right and opens into that room? They're trying to make things more open here, but really it's just eating more into the media room, which I'd rather just have more media room space, I guess. I'm not really a big fan of the circle thing. It's kind of awkward to me. When is another phase coming for Mosaic? I see only 2 50-foot lot inventory homes in Mosaic. So I would expect I think the next phase of the Mosaic is supposed to open towards the beginning of next year. But all these things are kind of delayed. Okay, this is the 60-22 floor plan. Okay, you're going to get the beams in the great room. That's going to look pretty sweet. Okay. Resh says, what are your thoughts on North Sky, Legacy Hills, Northern Celina versus Cross Creek Meadows, Parks at Wilson Creek area, South Celina? I think Parks at Wilson Creek is set up to be one of the best neighborhoods around the whole North Texas area. Telling you guys that right now. I'm calling it literally right now. I could be completely wrong, but I think Parks at Wilson Creek has the most value. You are paying a premium in there. You are paying a little bit more than maybe some of those other ones. North Sky, you still have decent builders in there. You're just a little bit further north. I really think the Parks at Wilson Creek is like where, if you have the ability to afford in there, like that's where I would be going. Legacy Hills, I mean, now we're just talking about completely different builders. More of a basic setup, worse curb appeal with the house. Cool, you're going to get a golf course around the area. Awesome. I don't really care when you're putting D.R. Hortons and Starlight Homes and First Texas Homes all right next to each other. Like, the curb appeal of that neighborhood is not going to really do it long term. You're also going to find that those neighborhoods are going to become more, let's just say, investor heavy, rental heavy, right? You're going to have D.R. Horton. You're going to have these builders. A lot of those builders in there are going to sell more towards investors rather than families that actually want to build roots. You're going to find more families are going to build roots within something like North Sky or the Parks at Wilson Creek, maybe Cross Creek Meadows, but even Cross Creek Meadows still it's still a fine line there with kind of the curb appeal and where the homes are. At least Cross Creek Meadows, I think, is set up in a decent area to be around where you want to be with Celina or commuting out to the areas to Frisco and whatnot. Okay, covered patio. Let's get back to the 60-22 floor plan. Covered patio, really like the length of it. You get a lot of windows into this great room. Owner's bedroom, 17x15. I like the vanity split. You get 2 closets. And I like where they actually put this tub, not in between the vanities. That makes way more sense to me. I like the 60-22 floor plan. And you can do an optional door to bedroom 4. Oh, I like that. I think this might be one of my favorite first floor plans. I like this one a lot. It is a 70-foot lot, so you get like that more space with it. It is a bit funky that the front door isn't kind of closer to where these garages are. It's kind of over to the other side, but I don't think I mind that. I think that's fine. Simi says, when will the next phase of Mosaic have a price increase? And if so, by how much? Thanks. I have no idea. I am not the developer that's selling those lots to the builder. It could be 0. It could be 15. It could be 20. It could be 30. It could be 35. Right? The developer might be selling each one of those individual lots to the builder for $100,000. And within phase 2, they're going to start selling them to the builder for $150,000 or $125,000, or maybe they're not selling them for anything more. I can assume that they're going to sell them for more because as they build out the neighborhood, there's going to be less supply. So less supply will bring up the price because of economics. So this is why I'm also a proponent of, when I work with buyers, to try to get into a phase 1 of a community, because you kind of get that equity cushion, even though, like, you know, if you go to sell your house in a year after you buy it, you're not going to pull that equity out. Animesh says, is off-market same as sold in Zillow listings? I was looking at this one in Mosaic. 4086 Impression Lane, Prosper, Texas. Is off-market the same as sold? No, sold is sold. Off-market is off-market. If it's on Zillow and it says that it's sold, it's because it got sold. Now, for the price, it's not going to list that on Zillow because Texas is a non-disclosure state, so you're going to have to work with an agent or someone who has access to the MLS to actually give you the price on that. Anyways, this 6022 floor plan, I'm a fan. I'm trying to find something I don't like about it. Walk-in closets look great. Kitchen, great room, casual. I mean, this whole covered patio, I mean, this looks great. Because the thing with this covered patio I like more is that it goes more horizontal, which provides more windows into this. Because when you have more of a covered patio that's more of that box shape, you're going to get less windows along here, which is going to bring in less natural light. And like I was saying before, anytime you have a covered patio in between these two houses, you're just going to get more, or you're just going to get less natural light into this great room. You're going to have plenty of natural light going into the casual dining, which is fine. But I kind of like how they did it more horizontal here. Even though I think I don't know, I think you could get away with actually doing a bigger owner's bedroom. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe this could be an upgrade too. Or maybe you could say to the builder, hey, actually for this owner's bedroom, can we just extend this hallway and go out to this point here? Because even then, that's still going to be a decent sized covered patio. It says off market and listing remove. Then yeah, I'm gonna say that it's off market. Sorry, I didn't copy the address and type it in, so I don't know exactly what you're looking at. But if it says off market and the listing's removed, then it probably expired or it got taken off for some reason. It could be under I mean, I have no idea. It could be under contract. No clue. Zillow's not 100% with things, but they're pretty, I mean, they should be pretty spot on with what is happening with the house. All right, here we go. 6031 floor plan. We're getting through these. I'm going to get done with it. Resh, I don't think I'm going to get to your Perry homes, but what neighborhood is that in? Because I will talk about that on the next one. Are those Perry homes within the Mosaic? Because that'll be, I'll write it down right now, and that'll be the builder I talk about on the next. If that's not the community you were talking about, then let me know. Or maybe North Sky. Were you talking about North Sky? Might do that instead, actually, because I was just talking about the Mosaic. I'll write that down. Maybe next week I'll do North Sky Perry homes. All right. This is the 6031. Whoa, this outdoor living. Oh, so you get the vaulted ceiling going down the dining room. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like when the great room and the dining room are all in the same vision. I like when things are kind of separated here. Now, you are going to get great light through this great, I mean, maybe maybe here and there. You're probably not going to get as good because it's still covered patio, but it's probably a little bit better than some of the other ones. Closet looks great. Bathroom looks great. Size of the owner's bedroom sucks compared to the other ones. At least on the other ones, you were getting a 17 by 15 or a 18 by 14, but in this one, you're getting a 16 by 15 and you're paying more money. Really good countertop space in the kitchen. I think that's going to be probably the most countertop space. I haven't got to the other floor plans, but that's going to be a lot. But I don't like this look of great room straight into dining, that's straight into kitchen, because really it's just giving like apartment. What's the second floor look like? Does this get any better? No, that doesn't really, I mean, that doesn't get worse, but the bedroom 5 up there, that doesn't look bad. I feel like this is just wasted square footage space they could use in here. But maybe that's where all the HVAC is going in, and so they don't really do anything with it. Game room looking over into the living room. I think that looks nice. But yeah, I don't like this setup with the dining going into the great room. It's just, that's not my favorite. But I know some people like that. So I know some people go for that look. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Okay, 60-41 plan. All right, we got to go quick here. It's almost my bedtime. 641 plan. Formal. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Formal dining. Can we do something instead of the formal dining? In the game room at the back of the house? Ooh, I don't. Do they have a 3D tour of this? Ooh, I don't think I like this one either. I'm not the biggest fan of the one car blocking off the bedroom 2 facing out towards the front. But I get it. They just do it that way. What else on here? Study. That's all right. Closet looks like it's not going to be as good. Bathroom not as good. Owner's bedroom is a 15 by 19, so at least you get a little bit more space. Formal dining is just funky to me. Okay, it comes standard with 5 bedrooms. Yeah, I don't like this floor plan. Yeah, 60-41, this one's not doing it for me. Casual dining right next to the great room. At least it's kind of separated from the kitchen, but once again, I don't know. That's not the one. Okay, 60-51. Let's do this. Okay. Great room, awesome. Dining, awesome. Kitchen's awesome. Meaty room, awesome. Study's awesome. Bedroom 2. Vanity split. A little bit bigger on that owner's bedroom. Kind of like this floor plan I was talking about. Or maybe this one. Yeah, this one where they extended it out. So they actually did that over on this here where they kind of cut more into that covered outdoor living area. Closet, good space. Into the laundry. Curved staircase. Okay, yeah, this is going to be the winner. But this is the one thing I don't like. You know, I'm not a fan of when they make the best floor plan and the one that makes the most sense and how they lay everything out and what it all looks like, and they make it the most expensive floor plan. I just don't like that. I don't see that. I like seeing something where the builder has like one of the more popular floor plans be on like the cheaper side. But the 50-71 here, I think that's one of the best ones, really. I do. I think the 60-51 is awesome, don't get me wrong, but this 50-71 plan and it being $117,000 cheaper than this, that's the one I like. I think if you're looking at a one story, I think that 6022 is the best one. The 5012 I don't like as much. 5032, not the biggest fan. Not the biggest fan of the 5061. The 5071 I'm the biggest fan of. I would say 6051, but once again, I just don't like when the builder is putting like the best plan that makes the most sense on how it looks and how everything's laid out, the most expensive one. I mean, I understand why they're doing it. It's because it's probably gonna be the most popular one that everyone does like because they've set it up all correctly. But it's just frustrating when it's also the most expensive plan because then you as the buyer don't feel like you're getting as good of a deal. Or saving money, where you could be saving money compared to other people in the neighborhood, right? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be the most expensive home in the neighborhood. And if you're buying the 5062 or 6051 floor plan, you're going to be headed more that way. All right. An hour and 10 minutes. Resh, I'm sorry I didn't get your Perry Homes. I will do either, I'll figure it out. I'll either do Perry Homes Mosaic next week, or I'll do Perry Homes North Sky next week. But that's where we're going to end today's video. So if you guys have any other further questions, just leave them in the comment section or send me a text. This is my phone number if you do want to work with me. And here is my email. My new email, guys. You can contact me that way, but you will join me next. I don't have a calendar. Oh, well, I guess I'll look. I thought I had my phone on me. I don't have my phone on me. Hold on one sec. All right. Next. Yeah, on the 6th. So we're in November. Ooh, this will be a day after the election. Interesting. That'll be fun. I will come on here November 6th at 6:30. Join me then. Hopefully I'm like 100% healed from my yucky sickness I've had. I am feeling like a lot better than I was last week. So I'm glad I was able to get on today. I'd really be kicking myself in the head if I wasn't able to get on today too. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.